Hi, I'm Nick Warren, and I'm here in Glasgow for the Bedrock event at the Arches tonight. I don't know if daunting is the right word, more than exciting, really. I was really looking forward to it. Obviously, I've done loads of the GUs in the past, and I had the chance to do another GU, and then a balance sort of came and asked me if I'd like to do one for them, and it was a bit of a no-brainer, really, because they're kind of like the boutique hotel of the compilation series, aren't they? You know, they're the cool new kid on the block. Very good image, so quite careful about who they choose. So I was really chuffed that they wanted to get me involved in it. My sound has become more towards the balance kind of sound, really, a bit deeper, a bit sort of techier. I found that the prog stuff was going sort of two ways. It was either going that way, very cool and sort of deeper, or very cheesy and almost towards trance. And so I was going that way anyway. So it kind of made sense in the end. I always find it's better that I have no sketch in my head to start with. I just think, right then, I'm going to do it. And then with the GUs, I'd done a couple that were sort of down-tempo CD one side and then club, and I didn't want to repeat myself on that. So it was more, I had an idea of sort of going more deeper and techier, but still with all the melody of my signature sound. And so I contacted all the young guys that I admire at the moment and think are sort of in the right ballpark. So from then the word spreads around and suddenly it all starts flying in, and then it goes to all social networks as well, and so even more stuff comes in, and so then suddenly you've got sort an inbox which is just huge, and so it's, you're like, oh shit, and so you put it off for a few weeks. No, I'm not going there. And then one day I sat down and going through, and then once you start to find those gems, it then becomes exciting, and you go through and so you open music and you know, so within 3 seconds almost, if it's a maybe. Like the no's a no straight away, you can tell. And so it went from, I suppose I listened to about 1,000 pieces of music in total, which is it's after about 3 or 4 hours each day, you're just like, Urgh. But then every time you find something good, it's worth it, and then it slowly started to build into a plan. I think I've done so many comps now. It's a different thing to DJing completely. You really have to be careful what you choose for a comp, because it's got to sound good in like 8 or 10 years time. So you don't want it to be too now, because some stuff is great now, and in 3 months' time it's like it's a sound that's gone. But the whole sort of deeper techno, melodic, almost sort of proggy, techie stuff, it always stands up to test of time. And I wanted to do a CD that didn't start slowly and then build, because it's a bit obvious. So I wanted it to be sort of like a ride that's up and down and sort of crests and falls and so forth. And so I hope it worked out in the end. It's really important for me to get guys that are new on the scene involved with these albums, because it was easy for me back in the day, because Way Out West, we made our first 2 EPs, I think, and then got signed by BMG, got a publishing deal, stopped work, made music, made an album, and got paid. Whereas that's gone. That just doesn't exist anymore. A young kid in Russia or Argentina, he's going to struggle. And the worst thing is, you see, is if no one actually buys their music, which is where we are with the whole downloading thing, they'll do it for 6 or 8 months and then think I need to get a job because I'm not making any money here. So they stop making music. So I think it's important for people like myself, especially involved in a label, and it's the same with John Digweed at Bedrock. He's signing new guys all the time there as well. I think it's part of our job to really sort of promote the next breed of producers. I see myself really lucky that I get paid for it, because it's all about the music for me. There were no big star DJs when I started. It was, in fact, to be a DJ was a bit cheesy when I started. You know, it's like you'd never go home and tell your parents, "Oh, I want to be a DJ," because they'd be like, "Oh my God, is it Simon Bates or Mike Reed or something like that?" But now it's like there's loads of kids who want to be a DJ, and they're not even thinking about the music. So the music is secondary. It's about them wanting to be something. Whereas for me, it's always and still is about the music and finding those guys making great pieces of music. Hope Recordings next month is the 100th release of the label, so it's been a long old time. It's a job of a passion rather than making any money out of it, because you don't make any money out of a label anymore. But then it's a passion for all of us involved. Leon, Alexander, who started the label with Steve Satterthwaite, they're still very supportive of me doing the label, and it's great fun finding these young guys. But 100th release is my single, Buenos Aires. I finally got off my arse and started to make my own stuff recently, and I'm really enjoying it. I've done about 4 tracks so far, so there'll be 2 more. I've done a couple of remixes as well, so I'm enjoying it. But Jodie and I are going to be in the studio again to do some Way Out West stuff shortly as well, when we get our asses in gear, because it does take. We tend to talk about it for about 6 months. So we're doing it, but we're not really doing it. So yeah, we need to start.